Alright guys, so we're back here again. This is going to be the last one for a while where I'm just sitting down and like talking. I want to do more videos, like not necessarily modifying my car, but more like fun revolving my car. I've got a couple ready to come out, but that's not what this is about. I've been reacting to your cars for the last couple of videos, so it's time you react to mine. It's just said to everyone, just be honest, be truthful, but aim it at the car. I don't want to go to sleep crying. So yeah, let's get on with this one. Hopefully you enjoy. If you haven't got any like thoughts about my car, obviously it's my car, I'm happy with it. But I do like to know what people think. I do run a YouTube channel at the end of the day. Leave it in the comments. As you know, in the description, all my links. Go check out French and Fragile, maybe even grab a sticker. But without further ado, let's react to my car. So David Hunt, within a couple of seconds, he actually took a screenshot of my car, circled it and said, it needs a wash. Now, maybe I could have used another photo, but yeah, it does need a clean. I just don't like cleaning it because it's a black car, I'll clean it, then within half an hour, it'll be worse than before it was clean. But yeah, I do need to take better care. I'll give you that. So I was like, okay, that's fine. Then he goes, mine's polished, so I can eat off it. I'm like, oh, okay. And that's quite cool. I would like mine to be that clean. And then he goes, it looks like someone is taking off to a Max Power car show and has taken a wrong shortcut and ended down a muddy road. Like, all right. I changed my mind about your car, David. I hate it. But no, it needs a clean. I understand that. Maybe it wasn't the best photo I could have used. Feel free to come and clean it. And then Ben Morris, he's one with the purple one. It's like a work in progress if you've seen the other videos. He said that it looks clean, but I could do a lot more. I've got a very, very good base. He would have the Sport 172 rear bumper, angel eye headlights, and wheel spacers. So let's start from the bumper. I had a 172 rear bumper, then ran it into some issues, ended up selling it, made a profit on it, but it was already painted black. I should have kept it, but easy to say that now. But yeah, I do want to get a sport rear bumper. I think it looks nicer, but I have to make sure obviously it's painted black. Angel eye headlights. Not the biggest fan personally. They do look cool on cars, but they're just not for me, especially not for the price. And as for wheel spacers, well, firstly, the rear wheels, there's no spacers on them. That's purely the offset of them. It's like a mil, I'm not exaggerating, from the actual chassis.
Oh, fucking hell, that's so close. Look at that gap. Jesus Christ.
And it like, it's flush, like just sticks out a bit. I had to roll the arches. Like, the rear wheels are like perfect fitment. As for the front, it probably could do with a bit of spacing, but if you know the channel, you know in summer I'm lowering the car even more than it already is, which we'll get onto that. Some of you annoyed me. Yeah, I'm going to lower the car even more, give it some camber, hopefully make it into a little show car. But as of right now, it's lowered as much as the insurance will allow, and I know everyone goes, oh, just don't tell the insurance. I like to do things properly, pay a bit more, do it properly. But yeah, I do want to get the fitment nicer, more flush. But as of right now, this is the best it's gonna get. Mike said it needs lowering. He prefers lowering springs to coilovers, which makes sense. Coilovers are way more expensive, but obviously they're fully adjustable. You can get it exactly how you want. I did have coilovers. And then obviously, as I said, ran into some issues with insurance, had to send them back. And it is actually lowered by 40 mil. I don't think anyone was understanding that in the group. I understand the rear wheels make the car look quite tall, but it is lowered by 40 mil. I couldn't imagine these wheels on like the standard ride height. But yeah, I was so confused. Everyone was saying it needs lowering, it needs lowering. I understand it needs lowering more, but some people were making it out like it's like the standard ride height. No. But yeah, I am planning to lower it more. As I've said, I think I will get coilovers just so I can like fine tune it, especially with the rear wheels. I'm gonna need to make sure it's perfect because it's very tight. And then we got a couple of the same comments. Let me just show you some of them. Everyone was saying to tint the windows and the rear lights. Now, as for the rear lights, me personally, I'm not a fan. I like the all red look. That's also why I changed to the phase 1 rear lights rather than the phase 2 that come with it. I just prefer the all red look, especially because it's a black car. And as for the window tints, I do have to agree with you. There's one small problem though. The stickers that are on the windows, I think I'll have to take them off and then re-put them on once it's tinted. I'm lazy. I can't be bothered. So I've had to live with the fishbowl for 2 years. Maybe one day I'll change it, but as of right now, I'm just too lazy, having to re-buy all the stickers. It could look better, but it's fine. But I do understand what everyone's saying, and by everyone, I mean everyone. Now, Ryan suggested painting the Clio badge to black. I personally like the chrome look. I think it matches with the wheels, because my wheels are like silver, and I do want to get them refinished with a polished lip. But that's just like something I've got in my head, whether that'll actually happen or not. But as for painting the Clio badge, I understand where you're coming from, but I don't really want it painted. I think, if anything, I'd rather just take it off, and you can't take it off because it leaves holes. So I'm happy with how it is. I'm not trying to like attack people or like stand my ground. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I'm just saying why I haven't done this. I'm planning to do this. Yeah. Joey Bag said he likes the wheels. It's simple, not too over the top, but it does look like a monster truck. Now, I will have to agree. I understand where everyone's coming from. The rear wheels, right now, they look mental. And my next car that I'm planning to get has got the same stud pattern. So if worst comes to worst and these just don't work, I'll put these wheels on my next car, get some like other wheels for this that are maybe a bit smaller. As of right now, I can understand where everyone's coming from. It does look really high. Shane said he loves the wheels and the rear lights, so thank you. But he also said that the rear lights and the windows need tinting, as a lot of people have said. As I've said, it's not really my thing. Maybe the windows one day, but the rear lights, I'm not going to be tinting. He also said a sport kit and lowering it more. We've said about this, the lowering. Sport kit, I want to get a 172 rear bumper. If you know the channel, you know I've got a smooth front bumper that's a work in progress. That will be going on whenever I can be asked. But yeah, it's not done yet. Like, I can't stress that enough. It is still a work in progress. It's come a long way since when I first bought the car, but it's still nowhere near done. But yeah, thank you for the kind words. Aiden said my car's a 7 out of 10. I'll take that. He said the wheels are too big and it's not low enough. I completely understand that, especially in the rear. But then he also said the wheels suit it well. So I can't tell if he loves it or he hates it, but I do understand where he's coming from. Hopefully I can make it look good once it's like slammed. If I can't, I've always got options. Maggie said it 110% needs lowering. Of course, she said it looks standard other than the wheels, to be honest. Now that's harsh. That one hurt me. I've done quite a lot to this car. Yes, it's all quite small things, but I have done quite a bit. So that dug deep. Get it tinted, lowered, upgrade the headlights. So I've addressed all them kind of things. I respect it, not really for me, other than the lowering. She likes the fact that I've actually got rid of the aerial. Now it's because my radio doesn't have a radio, so I've just took it off like years ago. I want to get like a shark fin to go over it, or just something more subtle. But as of right now, I've got an aerial with no stalk. She said the fitment wouldn't be bad if it was lowered. Maybe add some camber as well. As I've said, that's exactly my plan. So I'm glad we're on the same page, I think. Now, Taron Pierce, he rubbed salt in the wounds a bit. Not only did he say to go lower, but he showed me a photo of his car. Okay, I am planning to slam it. This looks amazing. This is like goals. He's got really wide wheels as well, really wide wheels. So that's kind of what mine would look like. I love that. He's just rubbing salt in the wounds. Someone said that they love the plate. I'm glad, because I bought this plate before I got into private plates, and if you know me, you know I'm now a private number plate trader. So this maybe wouldn't have been the plate I would have gone for now if I knew what I do now, but it's still a cool plate. People know the car from the plate, so it works, and thank you. Speaking of the plate, Ben said he doesn't know what's bigger, the gap in the wheel arch or the gap in your reg. Do you know what? I rate it. It's original. Did hurt a bit. Connor said get them ugly brake lights changed and it'll be pretty perfect. Now, a lot of people don't like the Phase 1 rear lights. I understand why. It's quite dull, quite plain. I like that though. I can't stand the Phase 2 rear lights with the silly clear circle. I think it looks pathetic, but it's personal preference, and a lot of people do like the Phase 2 rear lights. But yeah, thank you for the kind words. You're saying, and then it'll be pretty perfect. So I guess it's perfect now. I'll just run with that. Mike actually said something good about the rear lights. He said he's actually got them on his campus that's also black, and it does look good. I think on black cars, the Phase 1 lights suit it best. Katie Laurie said Phase 1 lights on a Phase 2 aren't that common, which is understandable. They're not common for a reason. I think unless it's a black car, it's not really worth it. She said she prefers the Phase 2 ones, entitled to her opinion. Though you know I'm a sucker for coloured lights, and if you still got them purple fogs. Of course I've still got the purple fog lights. Show a photo. They're pathetic, but I love them. Now, Tony actually made quite a good point. He said, would I not even change to the FK lights? So it's like a clear strip rather than a clear circle? I would. Honestly, I would. And when my bank says yes, I will. But as of right now, the Phase 1 lights are great. Stacey said that she loves the wheels. And she loves the Phase 1 rear lights. And she actually gave some quite good pointers rather than just say lower it. She said she would give it some rake so it's more like the nose down. I might try that because the back wheels are so big. I don't know how I'm going to make it look good, but I'm going to try my best. Trophy or Cup spoiler. Now, I've been looking for one for ages. If anyone has got a trophy or like any sport rear spoiler, can I have it, please? Colour code the door bumper strips. Now, I like the plastic look. Obviously, I painted the plastic black. The rear bumper is going to be sport, so there's going to be no plastic. And the front bumper is going to be smooth, so there's going to be no plastic. The only plastic will be on the doors, and I've painted that black. I like that look. I don't like the actual like painted look, if that makes sense. I like the painted plastic look. I think I make no sense. Now, she says something that got me thinking. Purple little touches, like where it says like 16 valve and stuff like that, like calipers inside the badges. Now, I actually tried to paint inside of the badges purple. I never posted the video because it all went wrong, and I just thought, for the stress it's worth, it's not worth it. But as for the 16 valve in purple, maybe if I don't keep the wheels in the current colour, I will. But as of right now, it matches with the wheels, it matches with the Clio badge on the black. But then purple touches, that is a really nice comment, and I think that has definitely got me thinking. Aiden then come back and he said, if hard to say anything, I would like to see tinted rear windows, as we've said, and a 182 Cup spoiler, 172 headlights. Now, I'm not a fan of sport headlights because it looks like there's like a ring around it for, I think it's pronounced xenon. I'm just not a fan of the way they look, and it's the same with the Angel Eye headlights. I think they're cool. But when the lights are off, I don't think it looks amazing. So I like the standard lights, but that is quite a good offer. and the Cup spoiler, as I've said, I would love one. I think that would finish off the rear, just a little spoiler that, because my standard one, it's the Phase 3, so it's got like a black brake light rather than a red one, and it's painted. It looks amazing, but I think I might even get like some like spacers just to raise it up or something. I think it definitely needs a little spoiler. John said he loves the wheels. Thank you. I do too. Tyler said the wheels aren't to his taste, which is fair enough. He said it could do with a pearl black 172 kit to make the exhaust look less stuck out. Now, the reason the exhaust is so stuck out is because when I lowered it, there was a noise of something like smacking in the back. Turns out the exhaust was actually rubbing on the rear beam, so we had to like adjust it, pull it out a bit. It does stick out quite a bit, and I think a sport kit could help that, but only the rear bumper. As I said, there's no point in me getting the front bumper and the wings because I've already got a bumper in the garage. Dave Pring said tint the rear windows and get some side skirts. Now that is quite an interesting shout. I think you can only run the sport side skirts if you've got the sport front end. Let me know if there's any way to run like any side skirt. I really like that. I think that would work amazingly if there is one available. Now Mark said it looks great with the Phase 1 rear lights. It needs drop in. obviously it's coming. Also, the front and the rear lights need tinting. Now, the front lights is an interesting one. I don't think I'll be tinting either lights, to be honest, but that is quite an interesting thought. He said that would complete the stealth look. I don't like the stealth look. If you know me, I can't stand black wheels. I don't like the whole stealth thing. I think that's partly why I haven't tinted the rear windows as well. Because if you tint it too much, it does look like a van. I don't know if anyone understands what I mean by that. And then he goes on to say a forged and supercharged engine swap would be awesome, so you could give me a run for my money. I don't think he understands. The 1.2 will smoke you either way. Like, bring it on. The 1.2 will hold smoke. But no, that's a great suggestion. Maybe one day I'll put in an R26 engine. Who knows? But yeah, thank you for reacting to my car. Some of you did make me cry a bit, but nah, it's all everyone's opinion. Nothing was aimed at me. I can't be too mad. And obviously, I think everyone should do their car for them. I've done my car for me. It may not be to some people's taste, and some people's cars might not be to my taste. But we're all in the community together. Hope you have enjoyed. I do like this kind of concept of video, but I think I'm going to do some more like mods and like other normal videos, but before I come back to just sitting down and talking. Hopefully, I'll see you in another one. Cheers.